Sitting on a front porch in the early morning breeze. Sitting on a front porch, just an old friend and me. Drink a little coffee, read all the local news, talk a little gossip every now and then. Smell that ham cooking in the kitchen, a brand new sunrise in the sky. Sitting on a front porch, minding all your business. What a way to make the day go by.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
And good Thursday morning to you. Welcome to the Front Porch. My name's Kenny Dean, along with my old buddy Ryan Fuller in there. And it's dark outside. We got rain, but we'll talk more about that in just a little bit. Adam Wade, have you been out and got wet this morning?
I did go out, and I did get a little bit of wet, and but yeah, it was good. It rained on me some, then the rain stopped, so all's good.
I was just looking again. It looks kind of extra dark this morning. The last few mornings seemed like we had a little bit more brightness, but it's a little dark right now. I guess the cloud cover's taking care of that.
Right. I think I looked a while ago. I think there's a pretty good chance of rain most of the day, or at least the part of the morning anyway. So, yeah, I think we've got a good bit of cloud cover out there keeping things dark and a little dreary this morning.
Yeah, it's going to be a good wet day and going into the night. And it looks like we'll have a pretty good weekend. So we're looking forward to that. I hope y'all had a good turnout last night. Some good food, some good fellowship at Life Point.
It's always good. I was just talking to Ryan about it, and yeah, it's just as we said, always good to be able to get together. So I always enjoy those times together, Kenny.
Well, I'm glad that y'all do that. And y'all do that the last Wednesday night of the month.
The last Wednesday night of every month, we do that. We gather and just eat and fellowship and just have a good time.
It ain't nothing. It don't get any better than that right there. Well, I know you got a busy day ahead, and again, if you can join us at 8:20, we'd appreciate it. But if we don't hear from you, we know that Adam Wade's got a busy day, so we'll turn it over to you right now.
All right, well, thank you. I'm planning on being back after a while with you, so again, I always appreciate the opportunity. You know, so we sort of worked our way through the week, and man, it's hard to believe we're already here at Thursday, and you know, as we talked about different things, you know, as we go through a typical weekend. You know, we're here at Thursday, and a lot of times, especially those who are out there working, you know, they may have deadlines, you know, Friday deadlines, and they're even closer now, I know, than they were earlier in the week. Decisions have to be made. A lot of times, well, we don't have the same energy that we started Monday with. We don't have today. You know, maybe pressure is setting in on a lot of people that are out there. But you know what, Kenny, pressure doesn't have to have the last word on us. But, you know, I want to talk just a few minutes about peace, about having peace in the middle of that pressure. A lot of times, you know, we think that peace comes when everything settles down, you know, when we get when our schedules clear up, when we get all the bills paid, meet all the deadlines, get all the answers. But you know, the Bible tells us that peace doesn't come when all the noise from life goes away, but peace comes with the presence of God right in the middle of everything else. So we can have all the noise and all the pressures and all the things of life still hammering down on us, but we can still find peace with God right in the middle of that. The Gospel of John says in chapter 16, it says, in this world you will have tribulation, or you will have trouble. And notice it doesn't say you might have, but it says you will have. So we're all going to face things. I mean, there's things that's always going to come against us. But the last part of John 16:33 says, he says, but take heart, I have overcome the world. So Jesus already has won the victory. So we can have peace in him. So it all comes to who do we anchor to? And if we anchor to trying to have control, then we're going to have anxiety and doubt and things that rise up in our life. If we anchor to the outcomes of life, then we're going to have pressure and we're going to have fear. But if we anchor to Christ, then we can have a deeper trust and a peace in Him. Paul wrote that he says, "Don't be anxious about anything, but pray about everything, give thanks about everything, and let your requests be made known to God." And when you do that, then the peace of God, which surpasses all of our understanding, that will guard our hearts and our minds in Christ Jesus. So just encouragement today, with all the pressures and everything that's going on in life, as those pressures rise, just let's pause before reacting. So many times I think we like to react before we think, but if we could pause before we react, pray before we jump to a whole bunch of assumptions, and then put our trust in God, worship in Him, find our peace in Him.
I think about peace.
Find perfect peace.
I think about what you just said there, and the word peace. I think when you have peace as an individual, you have it's healthy for you. It's good for the people that surround you. So I'm fortunate. I have peace of mind, I guess you can say, and so I get up with my attitude's. I try to start the day every day with a good attitude, and people like you, people like Ryan, people I work with, my family, are all part of that. They're all part of that peace.
Well, it makes a difference, Kenny, who you surround yourself with.
Ain't no doubt.
And, to be able to wake up with peace in your life every day, what a blessing that is. And just my word of encouragement for each one today is just to, if we put our trust in Him, don't take all the pressures of life on ourselves, but allow God to work through us and find our comfort, our rest, and our peace in Him.
Hey, I want to let me tell you what. It's kind of strange. This morning, as I put the key in the door to unlock the station this morning, I've already said my prayers, my big prayer list this morning. But I put the key in the door and I said, I want to say a special prayer for Aunt Ruby. That's Ryan's grandmother, Miss Ruby Fuller. So if y'all don't mind, put her on the prayer list. And I've just always thought the world of her, but I know she could use some prayers this morning. So that was she just kind of hit my heart as a key hit the door this morning. So I thought I'd just mention that to you. Well,
good for you. Yes, sir. She has been on our pro list, I guess probably for the last several weeks. Right. And we know that we have strength in God, and that's what we're just continuing to pray for.
You're exactly right. Well, my friend, thank you. We look forward to hearing back from you here shortly.
Okay. Have a great day.
You too, buddy. Yes, sir. Adam Wade getting our day started today. Our guest today, in fact, we're going to start off with a pre-recorded guest, but I'm really excited. Jessica Sanford, who is on the board, the beautification board that's been newly put together, just recently organized for our city. So looking forward to y'all hearing about that and some plans. It's all brand new, but it's so positive for our community. Then at 7, it's my old buddy Steve Saint. Been a while since Steve's been out here to talk about Parkinson and whatever else we go get talking about with Steve Saint. And then EMA director, maybe he'll have an update on this weather. I don't think we got anything bad coming in or anything, but Jason Moran will be with us to wrap up today's show. Then tomorrow, Bridget Thornell and Trey Fauci will be with us at 6:30. And then at 7 tomorrow, Michelle Maybelle West will be with us from Main Street, talk about the seafood gumbo chili cook-off coming up next weekend, matter of fact. And let's see, Tammy Montgomery's not going to be with us. Tammy will not. Dwanda Lindsay is going to be with us with Arise Transportation. That's all tomorrow. Let's talk about that weather. In fact, it's about 30 degrees warmer this morning than it was a few days ago. 58 It's going to be 68 for a high. Thunderstorms will be going on pretty much, I think, kind of off and on all day, and then going into the night. 100% chance of rain night with thunderstorms. 57 for a low tonight. Going into the last weekend of February, 71 and 49 tomorrow, no rain, well, a slight chance. Saturday, slight chance, 73 and 45. Then the first day of March, plug day for Lake Martin, 78 and 49. Then starting off the week, first week of March, in the 70s during the daytime, low 50s at nighttime, but no rain after today. Really, there's your 5-day forecast brought to you by some folks there. The Yerke family's looking at weather report. They know you get consistent, people will be ready to get those boats out, or maybe they don't have one. They've got some on the lot at Alex City Marine. Go check them out today. And Salvation Army, go check them out today. And make sure you say hello to Service Center Manager there, Elisa Jones. Welcome her to our community. Salvation Army, 6800 US 280. Now, I told you I carried a bunch of shirts down there. I tell you, I had a bunch of those, if you're looking for them, those Magellan shirts. You know what I'm talking about, guys? A lot of you guys wear them. I know Steve Massange wears them. You know, they're like fishing shirts. They're really nice shirts. I don't know why I bought so many, but I just don't like that material. They get them down there for you. They're in a size extra large at Salvation Army, all colors.
Central Alabama. This is our home. It's where we work, where we play, where we raise our families and grow old. And in the unfortunate event we become sick with cancer, thanks to UAB Medicine Russell Medical Cancer Center, this is where we heal also. We have invested in new technologies and expertise so that now we're able to treat all sorts of cancers and you never have to leave Tallapoosa County. UAB Medicine Russell Medical Cancer Center. Compassionate, convenient, collaborative cancer care right here at home.
Sometimes we want to be Old MacDonald and have a farm, but an oink oink here and a quack quack there ends up costing a lot of everywhere. Old MacDonald knew that Pop's 49 Feed and Seed in Dadeville was the best place to save here, there, and everywhere. Just a short drive from Alex City and new site. Pop's 49 Feed and Seed is on Highway 49 North in Dadeville. 256-825-8812. That's 256-825-8812.
Farmers and Merchants Bank of Dadeville is building a foundation of strength and trust in the entire Lake Martin community. With our modern branch in Dadeville and caring, attentive staff, we've established Farmers and Merchants Bank as a reliable friend to your banking needs. Whether it's just a savings or checking account or any commercial, auto, or real estate loan, Farmers has local decision-making to build a relationship with you and your needs. Farmers and Merchants Community Bank. Strength, service, community.
Looking to transform your outdoor space? Look no further than Bama Sheds. As a family-owned and operated business, we understand your needs. That's why we offer no credit check, rent-to-own options. Enjoy free delivery and setup within 35 miles of our 4 convenient locations. Whether you need a shed, pole barn, garage, or carport, we've got you covered. Visit our website at bamasheds.com or call 256-268-8484. Bama Sheds, where quality meets affordability and your outdoor dreams become reality.
We are a debt relief agency. We help people file Chapter 7 and Chapter 13 under the Bankruptcy Code.
This is Marcia Mason, your local Lake Martin bankruptcy and Social Security disability attorney. Mason Law Firm is located at 217 Madison Street in Alexander City. Call 256-329-1313 to schedule your appointment today. All initial consultations are free and strictly confidential.
No representation is made that the quality of legal services to be provided is greater than that of other attorneys.
Uh-oh, a home emergency is looming. But wait, your favorite hero is here to save the day again. The Dixie Electric Plumbing and Air Home Heroes are here with up to 24 months no-interest financing. Need a bigger fix? Pow! You'll find heroic savings on tankless water heaters, whole home water filtration, HVAC replacements, generators, garage door replacements, and more. When your home needs saving, call Dixie Electric Plumbing and Air.
Craving pizza done right? Come Come to Lake Martin Pizza, where flavor meets the lake, with 2 locations, 63 South in Alexander City and Highway 49 South in Dadeville. Grab a 14 or 18-inch specialty pizza or build your own masterpiece. Go half and half, your way. In a hurry, stop in for our lunch specials. Hot, fresh pizza by the slice, served daily. We've got more than just pizza. Try our fresh salads, cheesy breadsticks, garlic knots, and sweet cinnamon twists. Lake days, game nights, or family dinners, Lake Martin Pizza hits the spot every time.
And welcome back to the Front Porch on a Thursday morning. I just looked outside. Well, in fact, I went outside sprinkling just a little bit, but just kind of gloomy like. So get out there and do something about it. Billy Coleman, you run that rascal day. Tell him happy birthday along with Vicky Florine, my buddy, my late buddy, David Florine, the bass man, a lovely wife. In fact, their daughter Nina had a birthday this week too. And Jordan Marable, see old Jordan, if he's not welding something, tell him a happy birthday. I want to say a big good morning to some folks I just thank the world of, Pat and Gary Milam. Yesterday, Pat has a good selection of I wish I'd brought one. Candles, they're like in a mason jar, kind of all different flavors. And this year, not flavors, scents, but this year she's got a whole bunch of more different scents for spring. Because I just about sniffed up all of my Christmas candles day before yesterday. So met Maggie and WW and Genevieve over there yesterday afternoon. Now, you think about a 3-year-old and a 6-year-old. This guy, they're a little rambunctious. You know what I'm talking about. Well, we go in there in the room, and all the candles are right there on a stand. I ain't never seen anything like it in my life. It's like two little I don't know what they would do. They couldn't take off the jars quick enough and sniff them. They then started sniffing every one of them, and so I told them I'd go and sit down right over there. And they did. And then I let Maggie finish it up, and we went out. And I want to thank y'all for y'all's yard. Y'all had some good sticks to pick up. So me and Genevieve and WW, especially WW, picked up just about all the sticks we could out there. It's a bunch of oak trees. Put them in my back of my truck because my truck's covered. So now I got plenty of dry sticks to start my fire tonight. So I don't know. I just thought I'd share that with you. Pat and Gary Milam, good morning to you. Let's see what else we got going on. Oh, they got 2 yard sales this weekend. 50% off yard sale at Bay Pine on County Road 40. That's at the Bay Pine Baptist Church down there at the end. And then another yard sale at the Revival Center Church in Jackson Gap. Now, this one's behind Dollar General. That's going to be starting at 7 o'clock on Saturday morning. So it looks like the weather's going to be really nice on Saturday. Now, this is going to be on Sunday. We mentioned March 1st is Sunday. My goodness alive, it's time. Even Martin's at Lake Martin is going to get in on Plug Day. Now, let me just say, they got it lined up. Listen to this right here. They're going to have from 2 to 5 Sunday afternoon, Crosswire Band, and then the Blaine Rudd Band from 3 to 8. And then they're going to have the Great Plug Day Duck Draw. Win big all day long. Prizes include Eric Church tickets, Confederate Railroad tickets, beach towels, and a whole lot more. So just going to be a lot of fun. So put that on your things to do. As the saying goes, let the lake rise. Now tonight, We've been talking about it, and tonight is the night at the Elks Lodge, BPOE, Best People on Earth, 1878. It's bingo night. It's not just a regular bingo night, boys and girls. It starts at 6:30. They open doors about 5:30. You can get food down there. Probably have some wings and I'm not sure what else, but pizza. The pot, the big power pot, is up to right at $2,000. $2,000. And then hot ball, that's $2 per ball, bingo. That pot's over $400. $400. So I'm just glad y'all got all that going on at bingo night. There'll be a crowd down there at the Elks Lodge. If you're coming from Dadeville, it's gonna be right across the bridge on your left. You know where all those condos are. You can see the lodge from the bridge over there. And then if you come from Atlantic City, it's on the right before you go across the bridge. I think I've told this before on the show. I remember being at Lake Hill Restaurant, the old Lake Hill Restaurant, many years ago. And there was a preacher in Langford. He and his wife were in a wreck on that bridge. We didn't know it at the time it was them. The fire caught on fire. I don't know if y'all remember Preacher Langford. He lived in the parsonage right next to the church. And that was probably in the 60s. If I'm not, I don't know why my memory's going where it is right now, but if I'm not mistaken, that was a light blue 60-something model Ford that they had, probably early 60s. Weekly lineup at Martin's on Lake Martin tonight. Karaoke after bingo. Bingo at 6, and then from 4:30 to 8:30. I guess this is food. Now, I'm not 100% sure. Vibes with several Z's on the end. So I think that's what's going on tonight. Let's say I'll put that right away. Okay, we've had pancakes a lot for the month of February from both sides of the river. Kiwanis, Dadeville last weekend, Atlantic City, Kiwanis a few weeks before that. And then this weekend, this Saturday, this is free, but it's not open. It's not for all of us. Pancake breakfast free for all veterans and family members and first responders. This is from 8 to 9:30 at the American Legion Post 143. Big thank you to the American Legion Post 143. They do this monthly. They do it the fourth Saturday of every month, and this is the last Saturday, which is the 28th. So put that on your things to do this coming Saturday. Auburn basketball. We'll be right here on Elijah Country 97.5. That will be tomorrow. They'll take on, they welcome Ole Miss to Auburn to Neville's Arena. Begins at 7, right here on Elijah Country 97.5. Tip-off at 7:30. So that's going on tomorrow night. Congratulations to the Tide last night. They beat Mississippi State 175, I believe, or something like that. 185. I don't know. They won. I think that was their 7th game in a row. So way to go, Tide. More information here on the Elks. This is for members only next Saturday night, March the 7th. It's hard to believe I'm saying March the 7th already. Now, this includes dinner, $20 single or $35 per couple. You're going to have the Silver Tone Band there. Old time rock and roll. So that's going to be next weekend. I was looking at us. 6 o'clock. Starts at 6. Dinner at 6. Put that on your things for next weekend. And put all this. See, I'm getting organized right now, even as I'm carrying on talking to y'all. This is from the Chamber of Commerce. A lot of this is for next. You got a ribbon cutting at Davis Tire and Auto on Lee Street. That's on the 4th at 12. On the 6th, you got Pelicans Snowballs there at Alliant Parkway. That's going to be at noon. The 17th, King of Pops on Alliant Parkway. Got a lot going on there. And then on Washington Street, you got the Legacy Laundromat. I noticed, I posted yesterday about us opening up the depot 39 years ago, and some of the responses, one lady was wanting to know about the laundromat. I don't know why. I guess the one across from What's Curb Market said it hadn't been open in a while. Now I'm just, I don't know anything about it, and I couldn't answer her. So if y'all got an answer, go on Facebook where I posted that, and I think her name was Gaynell Wright. She was looking. 5K, 10K, it's finally rolled around this coming Saturday. The weather is going to be, in fact, it's going to be pretty warm for this one right here. 5K is 3.1, 10K is 6.2. This is the Russell Forest Run. They give back to our school system. Thank y'all for doing this. I believe this is the 17th in a row. I'm going to say you can still register. You can go to russellforestrun.com, russellforestrun.com. We'll talk to Michelle West about this tomorrow. Carlisle, downtown Alexander City, they're hiring. I know we just mentioned this the other day. So if you're looking for a job in a soda fountain, Carlisle Soda Shop is looking for you. We'll be right back with Jessica Sanford. Martin David area Chamber of Commerce. Looking forward to Bridget Thornell being out here tomorrow to get us updated, and Trey Foshee to kind of get us up to date. What's going on? What's coming up? Some events coming up at the Lake Martin Dadeville area Chamber of Commerce. But I know that the one thing that she's going to do right off the bat is just invite everyone down to the Lake Martin Dadeville area Chamber of Commerce to their brand new office right next to the courthouse. Go see them today.
Medicare for Veterans, MedicareSalute.com. Medicare for Veterans, helping to maximize your VA, CHAMP VA, and TRICARE benefits. Call 256-675-5315 today. Ask for Amber Walker. Ask about Medicare, life, health, dental, and final expenses. Do that today. Call 256-675-5315.
Hillaby Towers is an affordable senior citizens community located in Alexander City on Highway 22 East. Spacious one-bedrooms are available now. Great location, peaceful setting, comfortable living where pets are allowed and utilities are included. Call today to find out more information on Alexander City's best-kept secret, 256-329-0552. That's Hillaby Towers in Alexander City.
Ivy Creek Healthcare is excited to showcase their newest clinic, Ivy Creek Family Care of Lake Martin, located conveniently near the main entrance to Stillwater's on Highway 49 South in Dadeville. Ivy Creek Family Care of Lake Martin is an urgent care with walk-ins welcome. Whether you need lab work, x-rays, or immediate care, find comfort here at Ivy Creek Family Care of Lake Martin. Ivy Creek, here when you need us most. 256-827-5379.
The best lakefront properties don't happen by accident. They're designed, crafted, and built to perfection. Trusted for over 35 years, Lakescape creates breathtaking waterfront retreats built to impress and made to last a lifetime. From your mailbox to the end of your dock, we are the single source answer to design, build, and maintain your dream lakescape. It all starts at lakescape.com.
Air that's cool and clean, call Senza Green. For air that's cool and clean, care about the air you breathe, call Senza Green.
Turn to the experts at Senza Green and find out how to get up to $1,000 in carrier cool cash rebates. Visit sensagreen.com today to be worry-free when it comes to your home comfort and indoor air quality.
For air that's cool and clean, care about the air you breathe, call Senza Green.
Satterfield Outdoor Living is Lake Martin's trusted friend for your outdoor land and leisure needs. We're the region's authorized Skag mower dealer for residential and commercial lawns and offer all the small engine accessories you need with top lines of Steel, Echo, Shindaiwa, Husqvarna, and Metabo products that can tame any landscape. Satterfield is also your grill headquarters with Big Green Egg Grill, and our pros service everything in-house and back up all sales. Get the Satterfield Outdoor difference on Highway 280 right across from Tallapoosa Ford.
If you listen carefully, you'll hear the roads of Alabama calling. And Sarah Honda has your answer. Serving you for over 40 years with one of the largest Honda and pre-owned inventories in the state and the Sarah Promise. Our best deal when you buy or trade, a 72-hour exchange policy, a no-hassle trade-in promise. Written offers are good for 7 days. And our best service promise. Our factory-certified technicians help keep your vehicle running smoothly. That's why Alabama can be yours to discover in a new vehicle from Sarah Honda in Sylacauga.
And good Thursday morning. Welcome back to the Front Porch. I am so excited this young lady's out here. She's been out here several times over the years, but I really like where she is right now. The beauty herself, Jessica Sanford, with the beautification board.
Hey, y'all.
I am just, when Mike Dinsmore, our mayor of Alexander City, right after he went in, I remember him coming out here and saying, he says it's left up to us. He said, not to me, it's left up to us what we do for our community.
That's right.
And then the beautification board, to me, is part of that. Do you agree?
I do agree. I do agree. It is up to us. And the beautification board is sort of born of the comprehensive plan. So the comprehensive plan for the city of Elk City. So where do we see our city in the next 10 years? What can we as residents do? What is the
long
city?
term.
Yeah, long term. What can we do? And one of the things that we recognized that was a necessity is beautification. So this board was created, and it's comprised of, if you don't mind, I'm going to list everybody
I don't know who's involved
that's on the board. Yeah. So and it's completely volunteer, but it's Larry Bates.
Oh, he's a good one.
Isn't he good? Michelle West from downtown. She has a finger on the pulse there. Steve Robinson just involved and knows everything.
Yeah, you're right.
Is a great resource.
Yeah.
Brad Lacey, who has an extensive background in horticulture. He worked for a long time at the golf course. Really understands plants and
you gotta have all those.
All of those things. Then we've got Patricia Buchanan, who works for the City of Elk City in the utility office. Just eager to be involved in something, and then you got me. So and obviously our mayor and our city engineer and a few of the people that work at the city will be a part of this board because we need some of their resources.
I'm gonna go back several years, and I don't know if you'll remember this, but when Russell in its heyday, when it was running and gunning, there was a gentleman by the name of Al Hartley. Al Hartley was from Maine. I think Mr. Gwaltney kind of put him over all the mills to beautify them.
Oh, wow.
So at one time, Russell was, the plants, the grass, the landscape was just beautiful. And then we as citizens started playing off that. So when Mike said that we were going to have this beautification board, that's the first thing I thought about.
Absolutely.
We all got to do our part.
We do.
Ellen Dean, she's starting to feel better, so I'm finna get her rear end out, and she's gonna start doing something in that yard.
Yeah. I know. I'm ready for warm weather. We were just talking about that. I'm ready for warm weather and ready to be able to work in our yard. But
do you have a green thumb yourself?
I do not. I certainly don't. I wish I did. Every summer. I mean, every spring, I plant like I might this year, and I don't.
Yeah.
So I need something that's hardy and drought resistant that can just survive.
I don't know if you've when I found this out, Shane Harris,
County Extension Agent.
He's somebody. He's a real good go-to person.
Yes.
Because it excites me because I think as citizens, all of a sudden we're going to start. We want our yard. I mean, when you take care of your own place, it helps the value of the property.
Too, if you think about, and this is something that I think we're all guilty of. having been from Alex City, grown up here, we'll put blinders on, and we won't necessarily see some of the areas that we need to improve on. And so having this board sit down and really look at some stuff that we can do to improve the overall appearance of our city is really important.
I agree.
And some of it's low-hanging fruit. It's don't litter. As a citizen, as a resident, just save your trash and throw it in the trash, So we have litter crews that go out, but that's an easy decision that we can make just to not throw our trash out.
Those litter groups you're talking about,
the litter groups.
Steve Robinson has incentive for them now. I mean, they get money.
That's one of the things we talked about. There's one coming up March, let's see, I have the date here. I think it's the second Saturday is March 14th. And there's incentives. It's like $1,000 for the group that has the most people show up, pick up the most trash, large items, that kind of thing. So that's easy for your nonprofit if you've got a project going on, like I'm a part of Leadership Lake Martin right now. We probably need to be out there to raise some money. So, and that's helpful. It's a win-win because there's money for a nonprofit or an organization that can use it, but you're also cleaning up our city.
How did this come about? How did the beautification board come about? Who said we need a beautification board?
Well, it was, the comprehensive plan, one of the things that lots of other cities have, they have this board established. And so you go to places like Fairhope. Yes, Dadeville has one. In Dadeville, I don't know if you've been downtown lately. In Dadeville, they've really got it going on. You can really tell that they're putting a lot of effort into their downtown and surrounding areas. So the comprehensive plan, the consultants that came in mentioned, a lot of other cities have this. This may be something that you want to look at. At that time, Amanda Thomas was with the city, and so she actually put together the ordinance and had it, go before the council for approval.
Oh, really?
And before, so this has been a few months ago that that was approved and created. But she put together the people. She reached out to the different people, and she did all of that before she left for her new role at Auburn. So
congratulations.
Yes. Oh my gosh, I hope she's just thriving. So she sort of spearheaded putting it together, and now, and it clearly that it fell right in line with the things that the mayors want to do. So Mayor Dinsmore wants the city of Alex City to be a center of excellence is the term that he uses. And part of that is taking pride and making sure that we have a city that when someone comes in with fresh eyes, that's before they ever talk to somebody, some of the things that we've talked about, and we've only met once, so we've got to hone in on some of our ideas. But
can you share some of those with us
some of the things we sort of talked about were categorizing things into maybe like eyesores, things that we, dilapidated structures and stuff like that. That's going to be very much the city, but is there a way that we can be a part of kind of moving that process along? Trash, that's the litter, that's the things that we could clean up. And then appearance and growth. So maybe, when you get to Alex City, there's no true welcome sign, right? Like you get here and did you get here and you got out of town before you knew you were here? If you're just on 280 and you're coming through. We want people to know, like, we've arrived in Alex City. And but that's a costly project because you need it to be substantial.
You're talking about?
Yeah, I think it would need to be a welcome sign of some sort. Like think about cities that you visit, you know when you get there if they have a really beautiful welcome sign.
Chelsea comes to mind.
Yeah, exactly.
Right before you get into Chelsea, welcome to Chelsea.
Right. Silicaca, you don't miss Silicaca. That thing's been there forever.
Right.
And, it makes sense because it's on the marble. That's what they're known for. So I think some of that's going to involve some community feedback.
I agree.
What do you, as residents and citizens of Alex City, what is our identity, and what do we want when people get here to know they've arrived?
How do people do that?
We're working on that. We're working on how do we get that community input.
I look at even when you're doing something like this, for it to be done right, you have an ordinance.
That's right.
I mean, you think about those. Well, why do you have to do that? Well, you want it done right.
Exactly. So, and things are a process. And so to be this far along that we've actually got our committee, I'm the chair, Brad Lacey's co-chair, we're gonna meet monthly. I said we need to meet every single month, and we need to get some things going that are going to be impactful.
I would think you need you people more than ever, because you people I'm referring to a lot of times you see things that you and I don't see.
That's right.
It's right in front of us. This is a mess right here. It's right in front of us, but we don't see it because we see it every day. For instance, I come to this station almost every day. We've got a beautiful flag out there. It was brought to my attention, I won't tell you who because he's a service person, but he reamed me good.
Was it ripped?
It was ripped.
Tattered.
And I didn't even recognize it.
Because you're driving back. That's what I'm saying. We have our blinders on.
I wasn't trying to get around it. I said, I said, hey, I take the blame for this right here. So we got a brand new flag put up that the American Legion comes in here and those guys put it up. They have like a service to put it up, to take it down. To take it down. So sometimes we just gotta open our eyes. And downtown Alexander City, I'm all for downtown Alexander City.
Absolutely.
I think where the courthouse was, leaving that door there has really been used for Valentine's, for Christmas, for Thanksgiving, or whatever it is.
It's a true it's a focal point downtown. It is something that it's a conversation piece. It's if you're not from here and you're here for the lake and you come into downtown, you're like, well, what is this? And then you get to have that conversation about, well, here's the history of Alex City. This is what this was. And that's really neat. Those are the things we need, but we want to make sure that we keep, if we've got that door there, that the green space is also well maintained, and all of those things.
And we'll be right back to talk more about this. PORCH Auto Sales, good morning to you. You know, I was looking yesterday on social media. Now, if you're looking for a good-looking used Ram truck, they've got one for you. That may be it right there if you're looking on the screen right now. If you're listening to us on Clyde Country 97.5, just right on up there. Right on up there to PORCH Auto Sales, Highway 280 on Kelton, Alabama, and check it out for yourself.
Looking for reliable medical equipment close to home? Coosa Valley Respiratory and Home Medical in Sylacauga has you covered with oxygen, CPAPs and BPAPs, continuous glucose monitors, wound care, and airway therapy. Need mobility support? We offer braces, lift chairs, and both manual and motorized wheelchairs available for rent or purchase. We'll even show you how to use your equipment, and yes, we accept most insurances. Serving the Sylacauga area for over 20 years, that's Coosa Valley Respiratory and Home Medical, 201 West Fort Williams. Open Monday through Friday, 8 to 4. Call 256-245-1411 today.
For years, Tom Watley's been a name you can trust to represent you, and now you can depend on Tom Watley Law, LLC to handle all of your legal needs. Tom has over 20 years of practice in criminal defense, probate needs, and estate planning. Tom Watley Law supports the communities of Lee and Tallapoosa County and can handle all your legal needs or refer you to their network of specialty attorneys. When it counts, call Tom Watley Law, LLC at 334-559-3420 or online at tomwatleylaw.org. No representation is made that the quality of legal services to be provided is greater than that of other attorneys.
Jim's Pharmacy at the Lake, located on Highway 49 South in Dayville, home-owned and operated by Jim Clanton, has an experienced staff that is all about your wellness, offering the convenient packaging, help keep your medicines organized. Jim's Pharmacy also has a great gift selection like pecans, socks, lake t-shirts, open Monday through Friday, 9 to 6, 9 to 2 on Saturday. Give us a call at 256-373-3449.
On Lake Martin, there's so much to do, but if golf is your sport, you gotta get to Stillwater's Country Club. We offer the region's best course and facility for only $40 per round with cart weekly and an amazing $45 per weekend play. Make sure to inquire on any of our membership options, including full family, senior, student, or just spouse. Options that offer true value for your golfing pleasure. Book your round today at 256-307-1081 and enjoy one of the region's best courses with top-notch service. Stillwater's Country Club. Open to the public, golf, dine, and enjoy anytime.
Triple R Cafe in downtown Rockford is where it's located. Now, you're looking at the outside right now. Come on the inside. Let's check out the hot bar. And let me tell you about this. Award-winning fried chicken. They do fried chicken like it's supposed to be done. How about this pork chop right here? They're open Monday through Saturday, They cater also. That's Triple R Cafe, downtown Rockford, Alabama. Floyd's Feed and Seed covers both sides of the road in downtown Dadeville. Incredible selection of plants, stones, insecticides, and gift selection in the additional part. Original store has tack and boots for men, women, and children, gloves, hats, belts, and Carhartt clothing. Come on in and visit. Open Monday through Saturday for your convenience with a whole lot of service. Floyd's Feed and Seed, downtown Dadeville, Alabama.
Hi, this is Brian Bice with Bice Motors. With our all-star lineup of Dodge trucks, Jeep, SUVs, and Chrysler cars, we offer the area a team dedicated to making your next vehicle purchase a positive experience. Our sales team offers competitive pricing, and we back up all sales with a service department second to none. Bice Motors also offers the area's best selection of pre-owned vehicles. Visit Bice Motors at 2133 Cherokee Road in Alexander City.
Guaranteed lowest price. Buy it at Bice. Bice Motors.
Anthony's Plumbing, no job too small, licensed and insured. Now, I read that right off the screen right here, but it's the truth. Anthony Waldrop, he's been really in this business, working for the city all those years. He's got decades of experience, and he's got new equipment, especially with his sewage, sewer. If you got sewage issues, he's got the equipment to get it in there and get it straightened out. Plumbing issues, same thing, and he's dependable. He is very dependable. Let me give you that number. I'm going to repeat it to you twice. 256-596-1111. That's 256-596-1111. And welcome back to the show. We are excited when this young lady comes out here. You know, Jessica's always excited. I don't care what she gets involved in. She's excited. But this is truly something to get excited about.
It really is.
This is the future of your town.
Yes, of our town, yeah. Of your town. So, you know, as we look forward or towards projects that we can do, we do hope that people want to be involved and want to have a say and want to have an opinion. You know, sometimes you reach out and you try to get those opinions from people, and it sort of falls on deaf ears. And so, when we start pushing that out, and I don't know if it'll be through social media or if it'll be how we'll go about that. I'll come back on once we've established those ways for people to put their opinions, you know, get their opinions to us so that we know exactly what people.
So as far as a project right now, do you have one that is going to happen?
No. Like I said, we've only had that one meeting, and most of it was sort of procedural, you know, establishing who's your chair, establishing how often we'll meet, sort of putting those parameters in place, initial just top-level conversations. And so each one of us, I think, had some ideas of ways that we can beautify our city or ways that we can improve our city. But now we've got to decide what's the most important, what's attainable. So,
you know, think about what y'all are doing. The timing is right because we're getting in, you know, spring's right around the corner. Things are starting to bloom.
Yeah.
And that's when it's kind of an ugly time sometimes. All of a sudden
everything's kind of dormant and things are coming back out. And that is one of the things we talked about. Do we want to have a flower or a bush or something that represents our city, and then really push in some capacity for that to take off and everybody to have maybe that in their yard?
We have a lot of azaleas around.
We really do. That came up, that we have a lot of azaleas.
I used to, in my running days, and it was a lot of people that would go down to Mobile to the azalea trail run, and it was beautiful. And we had, that's one of the first things I thought about when we were talking about this. I'm thinking, wow, we have a lot of azaleas. And here again, you go back to Shane Harris, there's a lot of azaleas that bloom different times.
Right, and then there's the encore. Encore azaleas.
Yeah.
They bloom, and then they encore bloom. They bloom several times. So I have one in my yard that just blooms once, and then it's done. But the encores continue to come out for a period of time. So maybe something like that would continue to give that beauty. So those are the conversations we're having. There will be some fundraising efforts on our part because it's not a board that's funded by the city. So we're going to have to do some fundraising.
Good. I say good.
I love that. So, if people, real quick if it's something that people are going to buy into, if they're willing to back it with some financial assistance.
I think it'll be next month or maybe April, the tree folks, they'll have a tree giveaways. Most time they do it out at Riverbank, I believe.
Right. Is it the tree board?
Yeah, something like that.
Yeah.
But they give away,
Tons
people,
for Arbor Day, I bet.
Arbor Day, that's the word. That's the word I was looking for. Thank you. The tree day.
Yeah.
It's called Arbor Day.
Yes.
But it's a big deal. In fact, we have the board comes on the show and talks about when that's going to be. So we'll let you know when Arbor Day is going to be. But again, this is such a here again we have a new mayor. I know our mayor of Alex City, Mike Dinsmore, mayor of Dadeville, Chuck Ledbetter. They're working together. The chambers are working together.
They are.
Commissioners of Economic Alliance, and now this and I would think y'all would throw ideas off. On Dave will throw this work for us.
Best practice. We did this and it worked. We did this and it wasn't well received. So those are the things and conversations that we look forward to having. And I think in the near future, Shane Harris is one of the contacts we want to talk with because, anything when you beautify the city and you do, if you think about sort of the media, like by the Outlook right there where they've been working on that sort of center area, you want that to be beautiful, but it needs to be low maintenance because of just the resources it takes to keep it looking good downtown. I think Michelle was saying that they have 15 or 20 pots that they plant and then maintain, and that's a big job for one person. Some of the businesses clearly also maintain what's out in front of theirs, but that's 15 to 20 is what she's in charge of. And those flowers blooming all summer long make a big difference in the feel of our downtown.
I would think new people that have moved in, and they're moving in here from all over the United States, and we see that.
Yes,
we need your
to the
input.
lake for sure. Yeah.
You see things again
that we just don't see.
We go by it every day. We don't see it. we need your input, your positive, or if you want to look at it as a negative input.
Right.
It's input.
Right. If you see something that's negative, we're going to want that. We're going to want to know, okay, well, we had enough people say this is an eyesore or an area that needs improvement, and that we could, maybe try to tackle.
We need to get our young folks involved.
That's exactly right.
Your boys, WW, and I think daycares. We could, probably use some help from you. You see things that the little folks can get out on the playground and pick up. Trash. I remember. I always say this. Growing up down on Dadeville Road when I was a kid, I'm out there for the Dairy Cream, which is still there. Yeah. They just as soon as they finish that cheeseburger, right out the window.
Yes, that cannot be the norm. That's
I don't think we do that anymore.
Yeah, I hope not.
It happens, but I think we think
about it. Yeah, just it's as simple as just put it back in the sack, throw it away when you get home. Like that's really an easy thing that we can do and would make a big improvement.
I think about Lafayette Street because so many of those folks where we live, they take pride in their yards, and I think that's the word we need to look at in all of us, from ourselves, our children, our grandchildren. Take pride in what you do.
Absolutely.
You hold your head up a little bit more. Wow, I did this.
If every single one of us said, "Hey, we're gonna just maintain our yard and our space," even if we're renting, even if it's not ours, it's where we live, it's where we call home, that ripple effect. Okay, your neighbor sees that your yard looks really good, and so they're like, well, and I know I've fallen victim to that. I know our neighbors will get out, and we live next door to the Curleys, and they've done a ton of landscaping, and I just keep looking over, and I'm like, Ryan, we gotta do something.
It's
and
a domino effect. You're right.
It's just one more thing. You see your neighbor do it, and you're like, okay, I need to step my game up, and you know, before you know it, across the city, every neighborhood's just looking beautiful.
We'll see that in 2026. You know, I think about. I say this every day, I guess, but Lake Martinville is 100 years old this year. Our country is 250 years old. We have the freedom to get out and do this. So we don't have to ask anybody.
We do not.
But you said something about people that rent. I think it's gonna be left up to those rentors also. You know, y'all gotta step up your game.
Yeah. Oh, I'm saying the person living there. Is that what you're saying?
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. 100%. If you're renting a home or if it's your space, let's make it look good. Let's take
and those
pride
people
in
that
it.
are renting to you, they gotta have.
They gotta have a skin in the game too.
Yeah. And I see that with a lot of houses, but a lot of them I don't. So we just all gotta do our part.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Because again, a new person looking to move to town, maybe they're thinking about moving here, and they come here and they love maybe the lake, and they go eat and they have a great experience, but maybe they see a lot of trash, or they see, you know, something that they just, that first impression's lasting. I don't know if your mom used to tell you that, but my mom did. First impression's lasting impression. It's hard to
get another.
That's right.
Thank you for coming out here. Again, to the Beautification Board, congratulations, and look forward to you coming out here. Hopefully we can do this on a monthly, just to kind of keep everybody
updated.
Okay,
absolutely.
We'll do that. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back. They got the big breakfasts going on over at Coons Corner right now. But for lunch today, this is exactly what you're going to have a choice of: a country fried steak, fried chicken, chicken tenders. Here's some things you can get to go with it: mashed potatoes and gravy, cream corn, mixed greens, purple hull peas, fried okra. My goodness alive! And then strawberry cobbler. That's what's going on at Coons Corner Deli today.
Planning for the future is one of the greatest gifts we can give our loved ones. At Langley Funeral Home and Radney Funeral Home, we are here to guide you with compassion, helping you make choices that bring peace of mind. Pre-planning means your wishes are honored and your family is free to focus on what truly matters, cherishing every memory. Because love, care, and dignity should last a lifetime. Langley Funeral Home and Radney Funeral Home, here for you, always.
And obituaries are brought to you by our friends at Radney Funeral Home and Langley Funeral Home. Funeral service for Mr. Christopher Scott Nunn, 39 of Jackson Gap, will be tomorrow at 2 at the chapel of Langley Funeral Home. Burial will follow in the Old Union Baptist Cemetery. The family will receive friends tonight from 5 until 8 at Langley Funeral Home. Langley Funeral Home is in charge of that service. To the Nunn family and to other families that have lost loved ones, my heart goes out to each and every one of you. To the men and women that are fighting for our freedom, God bless you. And God bless the USA. And we'll be right back.
When you want quality, selection, price, superior financing, and a pain-free buying experience, look no further than Sons Automotive Group of Montgomery and Auburn. Sons of Montgomery offers the best selection of Kias, Chryslers, Dodges, Jeeps, and Ram trucks. Conveniently located on Eastern Boulevard, Sons Ford of Auburn is the region's Ford volume dealer. And when you shop at any Sons location, they will maximize all incentives and financing options for anyone's credit. Whether Kia, Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, or Ram in Montgomery, or Ford in Auburn, Sons Automotive treats you like family because they are family driven.
The Sure Shot Outdoors is located on Highway 280 in Alexander City across from Chick-fil-A. Sporting goods store that always has a great selection of footwear, men's and ladies apparel, cookware for camping and home, firearms and shells year-round, Also, online store with financing is available. Owner Scott Watson invites you to come by today to see what the Sure Shot Outdoors has to offer you. Again, the Sure Shot, Highway 280, Alexander City.
What if you could find natural gas appliances, contractors, rebates, and financing all in one place? NaturalGasConnection.com, your one-stop shop for all your natural gas needs. Natural Gas Connection, we'll hook you up.
Experience the freedom of mobility with Arise, our safe and clean public transportation serving all of Tallapoosa County. Keep your independence and leave the driving to us. Our handicapped accessible vehicles provide affordable fares based on age and distance. A mobile community is a thriving community. Wherever you need to go, we'll take you there. Call 256-329-8444 to schedule your trip today. Arise, your ride to a better life.
Grace's Flowers on Hillaby Street has been a staple here for decades, taking care of our community families from prom time, wedding days, picking up a friend on a bad day, happy times and sad times. Grace's is involved in our community with more than just beautiful flower arrangements, but also the love they put in them. Keep this number handy, 256-234-4238 for Grace's Flowers in Alexander City. Call 256-234-4238.
Whether it's Lake Martin, Lay Lake, or Logan Martin, boaters from all over the state of Alabama come to Alex City Marine, just off Highway 280 in Alexander City, Alabama, because it's worth the drive. With the best deals on unbeatable Suzuki outboards and a great pre-owned inventory while they last. Alex City Marine is the pros the locals know. And no matter where you're from, when you're here, you're local to us. Alex City Marine, just off Highway 280 in Alexander City, Alabama. AlexCityMarine.com.
About an hour ago, Theo airballed the game-winning shot. But with the Zaxby's Sauce Boss box, he's dunking all over these fools.
Welcome to Dunk City. I'm the mayor and the sheriff.
Who's got the sauce?
Zaxby's. A new year means new challenges for your land needs, and now is the best time to gear up at Lake Martin Tractor and Outdoor on Highway 280 in Alexander City. Right now through spring, Lake Martin Tractor and Outdoor has to clear all Mahindra 2024 and 2025 inventory with terms up to 84 months. We also have all implements to harvest and tame any land job. Lake Martin Tractor and Outdoors also has a huge selection of Spartan zero-turn mowers with 0 down and 0% interest up to 60 months on select models. Lake Martin Tractor and Outdoor, Highway 280, Alexander City.
Enoch's Hardware, Bait and Tackle. Good morning to you, Christopher Crumbly. You know, I keep looking at these, the temperatures going up each and every day. Now they're starting to, even at nighttime. Well, sooner or later, those weeds are going to get to growing. You go get to getting in the garden. And Enoch's Hardware is now, see, it was not there last spring for everybody around the Rockford area. It's going to be there for you this year. And Christopher Crumbly says, y'all come on in. We're located right behind the courthouse in downtown Rockford, Alabama. It's been a while since this young man has been out here, but we got him out here today, and we go keep him for a while. He and I have been just sitting around having a good conversation like we always do. The one and only Mr. Steve Sane with us today. Or, excuse me, Steve Insane with us today. How you doing, buddy?
Doing fine. Good morning.
Good morning.
How are you?
I get to sit out here with you. I know it's going to be a good day.
That's the pot calling the kettle black. It's my honor to be in your presence.
Let me tell you something. Steve has Parkinson, but you're heading the Lake Martin's Parkinson support group, and y'all meet the second Friday of every month at Dr. Edwards or Advanced Care.
Yes.
Yeah, Advanced Care.
Yes.
Right next to Mill 280. Great place right there in the boardroom.
Beautiful facility. We actually meet in the lobbies,
so
really? Really easy to find. So
wow.
we move the chairs around, and it's a 2-story
Yeah.
atrium. It's a pretty place, and we just really love it.
I was out there volunteering yesterday afternoon, and a sales lady was in there to see somebody I know she worked with marketing, and it was the first time she'd been in there, and she was just in awe of it. I love to see people that come in for the first time, and they just can't take their. Because it's right off 280, and for something to be that nice right here on the Russell complex, but a great place for y'all. I forgot y'all met out there in the lobby. It makes it more comfortable for everybody, I would think.
It's different and interesting. It's not a conference room sitting around a conference table, and it's expandable. So that's nice, and we really appreciate Dr. Edwards allowing us to meet there.
There's the big old building right there itself, and so. Do you have different? Probably Dr. Edwards has been there before to talk with folks, but do you have different people or speakers there to answer questions? When y'all get together, what do y'all do?
Good question. Our format is we alternate every other month. One time we will have a speaker on a subject that's probably related to Parkinson's, and be able to ask them questions and that kind of thing. And then the other month that we alternate with, we'll have what we call a sharing session, which there will be no speaker. We just sit in a circle and go around the room and say, what's new with you? What's the latest developments with your symptoms and things like that. And those are my favorites, sessions, because there's a lot of intelligence and a lot of wisdom in the patients that are around the circle.
Okay, I'll ask you the question. Since you and I first got together, what's different with you right now?
Well, I'm about to tell you.
Okay.
For me, it's big news, but I'm going to save it till the end. How about that?
All right, good deal. But I guess because you've been so kind to invite other people out here, and what's the saying when you have Parkinson?
If you've seen one Parkinson's patient, you've seen one Parkinson's patient, because everybody is different.
Yeah.
All their profile of symptoms are different.
I think that goes with a lot of diseases. I think even with cancer, I've seen it with cancer, with what Ellen's gone through. Other folks like her that had it, the treatments were different. They reacted to things different. It affected them different. So I guess that's with anything. And Parkinson,
sure. Parkinson's not necessarily special in that regard.
Right.
You're absolutely right. But it is true that I've never seen two patients that have the exact same profile.
Since you've been really involved in the last several years, what have you learned from from other folks, or from maybe from a doctor? Because medicine, my understanding, medicine is very big, right medicine.
It is, and there's so many choices.
Yeah.
It's very complicated. We'll talk about that a little bit this morning. But probably the number one thing I've learned is exercise, the importance of exercise.
Really?
Everybody agrees that exercise is healthy and good for you. Whether you're sick or not sick or whatever, it's always good.
I agree.
But it is the one thing that's not even debatable within the world of Parkinson's. It's effective in terms of slowing the progression down and keeping you in decent health. It's a must.
I don't know if I remember you saying this.
Oh, okay.
Because I think I would.
Shame on me, because it is true.
Okay, but so I'm big in. I exercise every day.
Oh, sure.
And I think as we get older, it's a must. So how does it affect? What's some exercises that you can do?
Lots of exercises related to boxing, believe it or not.
Really?
Yeah, I have a fitness trainer, Gregory Wright, who is just absolutely phenomenal. He is a blessing from just directly from God.
Right.
And he has a lot of exercises that are related to boxing. Now, we don't box because that would last about a half a second, as long as it would take Gregory to catch me and knock me out, because he's a big boy and in good shape and young and all that kind of stuff. But he has pads, and he'll call out certain punches and so forth, and I'm supposed to punch his pads.
So that's working your brain as well as your
coordination. And he'll have me do things between the punches, like turn around or step over a bench or this or that trains coordination and balance. And then also it's physically demanding and cardiovascular all at the same time. And he comes up with these exercises that are from Mars, but they're really good.
Are a lot of those exercises are things that you can do at the house, or does it work better with a partner?
The ones where you're punching is, I think, better with a partner. Yeah, you can punch a bag and stuff like that, but I don't think it's nearly as effective as having someone. And he'll move sometimes. I've got to track him down and hit his pads.
How'd you find him? How'd you find him to find out about this?
He was recommended to me by another incredible exercise expert, Riley Gorey. You probably know Riley.
Riley, sure do.
And it was love at first sight.
Wow.
I just thought Gregory is great. I also think the world of Riley.
Oh, me too.
Riley works with my wife sometimes, and she's just incredible.
She's the real deal.
I tell her my tagline for Riley is, she is not from this planet. She is Superwoman.
I think she's been recognized on the state level just recently.
Maybe so.
I think I just noticed that, but I think I'm going back to. I guess when you're talking about so much of what you're talking about right now with exercise and balance, as we get older, it affects all of us. Well, we got Parkinson or not.
Sure.
How is your balance? Has it gotten better?
No.
Okay.
It's slowly deteriorating, and a big question for me is that you may recall the very first thing I did when I got my diagnosis is I ordered a motorcycle. And so now it's a question, am I safe on that motorcycle? I had it out the other day. I drove to Dadeville on it to the bank, and I did fine, no problems, but I was really focused, hyper-focused.
So that's so straddling is one thing, being focused is another, or are you working on both of them?
Both.
Okay.
Yeah. I actually one time told my neurologist, who is at UAB, that riding a motorcycle was good for my Parkinson's, and he was standing at the time. He said, "Let me sit down. I want to hear this one. This is going to be good." And I explained it to him. To me, it was like a video game, and I was looking through I have a full-face helmet, looking through the visor, and every car and truck and person, I'm constantly thinking, where are they going to go? And what if they turn here? And what if they get in front of me? And what if they slam on their brakes? When I'm behind the wheel of a car, I'm almost cocky, and I'm easygoing and relaxed and texting and doing things I shouldn't do. But behind those handlebars, it's no messing around.
Yeah, you're right.
And so when I get, my point to my physician was, when I get to my destination, mentally I'm exhausted.
Really?
Because I'm just looking at everything and trying to think through everything all at the same time.
So zoned in.
Yes.
Well,
to me,
we should all be doing that when we're in our vehicles,
yeah,
Steve.
I should drive a car like I ride a motorcycle, but I don't. I'm just too confident.
Well, when we come back, we go get him to answer some questions coming up short. Lee Boy's Barbecue, located in downtown Rockford, Alabama. Let me tell you something, folks. I've eaten there several times. I'm going to eat there several more times. But if you like good barbecue, they have it. If you like a good meal on Sunday, like Mama used to cook, they have it just for you. Now, they cater too. All that is in one location. It's Lee Boy's Barbecue, downtown Rockford, Alabama. That's Coosa County.
At Beyond Home Care, we provide in-home care services to individuals needing assistance with activities in their daily lives. We work with each client to provide personalized home care and sitter services. Whether it's assistance with bathing and personal care or an escort to a doctor's appointment, each client receives the individual care they need with the dignity and respect they deserve. Give us a call today at 256-414-6090 or visit us online at beyondhomecareal.com.
Corey's Furniture Express, your expressway to savings. Come on, get on board. Corey's Furniture
sure saves you more. We try harder in every way, so drive a little and save today. Glorious Furniture Express, your expressway to savings.
Tiny Homes by Wind Creek now renting Sleepy 4, full kitchen, private fishing pond, boat charging station, and pet friendly. Call today 256-935-9337 or tinyhomesbywindcreek.com. Located in beautiful small town USA, Alexander City, Alabama, on Highway 63 South, turning into Wind Creek State Park, and there they sit, ready for you to sit on their front porch. Russell Medical Total Fitness is ready. Are you? Do you have arthritis? They can help. Pilates are for everyone. Ask them about the Silver Sneakers program. Get moving in a class now, or if you prefer, personal training on land and water are available. They have invested in new equipment for you. Invest in yourself with a dedicated and knowledgeable staff. Call today, 256-329-7623.
The Alex City Parks and Rec Department serves the residents of Alexander City with quality facilities and programs designed to positively affect the lives of our citizens. From youth sports programs to adult activities and our senior center, the Alex City Parks and Rec offers services for all ages. The Cooper Rec Center, Lake Winds Golf Course, and the Senior Activity Center are just some of the great features the Alex City Parks and Rec Department provides for the people of Alex City. For more information on any of our programs, call 256-329-5762. or go to acpr.recdesk.com.
A1 Lock and Key Service. Owner Bernie Atkinson asked you to keep his number, 256-329-2539, on you at all times. Bernie has a complete locksmith service for auto, business, and residence. He is licensed, bonded, and insured with over 39 years experience. Services include sales, installation, and a 24-hour emergency service. That's what service is all about. 256-329-2539.
It's raining right now. It's 58 degrees right now. It's going to go up about 10 degrees, going up to 68. We do have some thunderstorms in the area. In fact, we've got a EMA director, Jason Moran, coming up here shortly. Maybe he can kind of add to what I'm telling you right now. The only thing I can tell you is it's going to rain tonight, 57 for a low, 100% chance of rain. Then it's going to move out. Last weekend of the month, looking pretty good. We're going to be in the 70s, bumping around 80 on Sunday, the first day of March. 40s at nighttime. Monday and Tuesday of next week, first couple of days of March, are low 50s. At nighttime, 70 during the daytime, but really no rain after today. So there's your 5-day forecast, brought to you by Top Gun Pest Control, Highway 280 in Alexander City. Come back here and join me and Steve Sane to talk about what's going on in the Parkinson world. So, so you were saying some new things have happened to you since you and I first got together.
Yes, but there's a lot going on. You just said it, in the world of Parkinson's.
Okay.
There really is a lot going on. And Ryan, I gave you a circle, if you could put that up on the screen.
Ongoing clinical trials.
When a drug hits the market, it has to go through clinical trials first to prove that it's safe and that it's effective. And there's a lot of treatments in the Parkinson's world that are going through clinical trials right now. In fact, if you see that circle, it looks like it's about a 60-40 split. There's a white line that kind of goes through the middle of it. And the upper 40% is, and I realize you can't read that. That's impossible. Disease-modifying therapies on the top and symptomatic therapies on the bottom. The disease-modifying therapies are things that can change the disease. We're not saying they're cures, but it can actually, it's a game changer. It's not just masking symptoms, where the ones on the bottom help you deal with symptoms a little bit better.
So if you're in Parkinson's, like some folks that their balance, shaking, memory, hallucinating. So does it help one of those?
The ones on the bottom address the symptoms. The ones on the top address the root cause of what's causing the symptoms, which I think is much more effective.
So that has come a long way.
Yeah, I did a count. There's 52 of the disease-modifying therapies on the top and 61 of the symptomatic therapies on the bottom. That's a total of 113. Do you ever see a fundraiser or something on TV that's raising money for a disease, whatever that is, and research, and they get millions of dollars? I often wonder, where does that money go?
Yeah.
What's it doing? They say it's for whatever research, whatever research, whatever research. So the same thing with Parkinson's, but holy cow, look at this. These guys are working their tails off, and they're producing some results. These are clinical trials that are real, that hopefully will prove that these medications and these treatments are doing some good. And then there's one other little quick detail. There's 3 phases that clinical trials usually go through. A new drug will go through the first phase of just checking, will it hurt you? Is it safe to take? And the second phase is a little bit bigger sample size. Instead of maybe a dozen people, it might be 100 people. And they focus on safety and then effectiveness too. And then the third phase is all about effectiveness. Does it work? How well does it work? And so forth like that. Then after that, if everything is good, then you can apply for FDA approval, and then Medicare might cover it, and then it's safe to take and so forth in the United States. And that's kind of the progression that disease therapies and medications go through. And look at all these. There's several in phase 3 clinical trials. And what I wanted to do today is just maybe pick, instead of 113, just pick 4, like a top 4. And there's one, and I'll say for the end, that I think is going to be special to me because I'm applying to do it. Okay. And the way I phrased it to Dr. Edwards is, who's my primary care physician, is I've been playing defense for 7 years, and now it's time to play offense. Okay. Take some shots at this thing. And so that's what we're going to do. So if it's okay, I might just touch on these 4. There's, like I said, 113, but we don't have time for that. One of them, I think these are interesting. One is Ambroxol, is a medication that's in Europe that is an over-the-counter cough medicine. Over-the-counter cough medicine. What's that have to do with Parkinson's in the United States? Well, most proteins are good, but there's one protein that can be on your brain cells that is if it's not, it can clump, not an even application to brain tissue. And when it clumps, or what they call misfolds, it can become a bad thing and cause your brain tissue to malfunction. And this Ambroxol, the cough medicine, is found to clear bacteria from your lungs and things like that. And somebody somewhere in Europe, not in the United States, figured out that they could apply it to Parkinson's, and it can clear up those misfolded proteins. Wow. And help Parkinson's, the symptoms and so forth like that. So finally, the United States has gotten a wind of this, and we have our own version called pranazumab. I can't pronounce these things. I'm going to butcher them.
It sounds good, though.
Yeah. It's a whopper. And so we're going through, we're in phase 3 in clinical trials on our version of Ambroxol. I'm tempted to go over to United Kingdom, is where Ambroxol really is thriving, and go over there and get some and bring it back. But I think I'll wait on pranazumab and its approval here. But that's one. Another one is tavapadon.
I'm glad it's you, not me, trying.
Well, I'm reading it. It's a dopamine agonist, and I take a dopamine agonist. Agonists are what the problem with Parkinson's is you have neurons in your brain that produce dopamine, a chemical called dopamine that helps your brain communicate with the rest of the body. And with Parkinson's, those neurons are dying prematurely, and so they're not producing enough dopamine. So someone told me the other day, at a good example, he said it's like trying to listen to the radio in your car when you're traveling away from the radio station and the signal becomes scratchy.
Right.
Your organs aren't getting the full message, they're getting a scratchy signal. And so agonists kind of wake up and kind of jolt the neurons so that they'll be more active.
Right.
It doesn't produce more dopamine, it just makes them such that they can do it. Well, this is a dopamine agonist and dopamine agonists are classical for having not so great side effects. And there's all kinds of different examples, but just to say that they're not so great. But this apparently is a much stronger dopamine agonist with no side effects. So it's already been through phase 3 of its clinical trials, and so and it's applied for FDA approval. So when that's approved, I'm guessing that the other dopamine agonists will just fall into the oblivion, and this will just take their place. And that's exciting. So there's 2 medications now. I've also got 2 therapies that's not necessarily medication, but something that you can do differently. One of them is gene therapy. So now we're getting into DNA and genes and stuff like that, and this is, it has a name, it's AAV2-GDNF. I know that doesn't mean anything to you and our audience, and it really didn't mean anything to me until I understood what it was. It's a medication, if you will, that can be implanted in your brain that can act as fertilizer for the dopamine neurons that can get them to act better and work better. Instead of, this is like when you're fighting a fire, you don't shoot at the flames, you shoot at the source, where the combustion is. And that's what this is doing. It's trying to get the neurons to be more healthy and to get them to respond and get better.
Is that something you're going to do?
No. The next one is, and it looks like we're going to have to take a commercial break.
Tell you what, can we go just a little bit longer?
Oh, I'm sorry.
If you don't mind, and let him answer this one, Ryan, if you don't mind, and then, because this is the final one. Thank you, buddy.
It is, and it's, the gene therapy is great because it helps to help the neurons get better. But the next one is stem cell application, and I've already officially applied for this therapy, and I have not gone through all the wickets that you need to do to get approved, but I only have one more left, and if I make it through that one, then I'll be having this procedure. And it's, the neurons are there, and these stem cells are human umbilical stem cells that will kind of elbow the neurons that are dying, in my case or any other patient's case, kind of step aside out of the way, and they take their place, and they're young and healthy. And so then you start back where you were. It's almost as if it's a cure, because it replaces the neurons that are dying. Instead of making them better, it actually boots them out of the way and replaces them, so they're young again.
Is this something you're going to do in the next few months, or do you know yet?
I don't know exactly yet, but it looks like, and it's it's a procedure that is you're under general anesthesia, because they drill holes in your head, and it's not fun to think about. But they inject the stem cells into what's called the putamen, is a part of your brain that where the neurons are. And that's where it takes place. And so the answer to your question is, supposedly, if I pass some testing in about 3 weeks, then the latter part of April, I could probably have this procedure, the surgery. And then the study period is really fast. It's a year and a half. Most other clinical trials, the study period is 5 years.
Wow.
So the way I look at this is it's the fastest way to get me to this kind of a treatment. And it's free. The government sponsors it.
Good for you. Thank you for coming out here. Thank you for.
Sorry that took so long.
I wanted you to, because I want to stay in touch with you. So when you do this, we'll find out more about this man right here. He's staying on top of it for y'all. We'll be right back. Doc's Cafe. Let's see what we got to eat at Doc's Cafe, because they'll be open for lunch today. In fact, they're open for breakfast right now. People sitting out there just enjoying the heck out of breakfast. For lunch day, you got fried chicken wings, and they're big ones, or sausage dogs with chili and cheese, potato wedges, lima beans, buttered cabbage, and my old buddy Willie's Chili. Gonna be a good day, good wet day for Willie's Chili at Doc's Cafe at Russell Medical.
At C&T Electric, our clients are our priority. For the safety and security of your family and home, our technicians are professionally trained, drug tested, background checked, and wear uniforms with name tags. We're proud to have served the Elk City, Dadeville, and Lake Martin areas for the past 10 years. Give us a call at 256-234-0007 for all your electrical service and repair needs, or visit us on the web at www.cntelectricllc.com and spell out the word "and."
Ready for an unforgettable escape? Jump into adventure at Lake Martin, Alabama. From thrilling water sports to peaceful fishing spots, it's love at first bite every time you cast your line. Want more excitement? Catch an event with our vibrant festivals, concerts, and fishing tournaments all year long. And when the sun sets, dive downtown to discover local shops, delicious dining, and warm southern hospitality. Explore Lake Martin, where every moment is an adventure waiting to happen.
The Morris Haynes Law Firm focuses on representing those who have been injured or mistreated by the wrongful acts of others. We have offices in Ellick City and Birmingham, but we have been calling Ellick City home for over 30 years. If you find yourself in need of a lawyer, give us a call at Morris Haynes, 256-329-2000. We would be honored to help you.
At Central Alabama Community College, we provide a quality education that will set you up for success. Whether you're pursuing a degree or advancing your career with technical training, TAC offers premier programs at 4 campuses in Alexander City, Childersburg, Prattville, and Talladega. From industrial, electronics to machining, our students are prepared for the workforce or further education. At CAC, you'll enjoy vibrant campus life, exciting athletics, and personalized support, all at an affordable price. Your future starts here at CAC. Apply today.
Visit our new locations in Gadsden and Oxford today.
S&S Tire is the #1 tire and service dealer in the entire Lake Martin region for reasons. First, S&S works on all makes and models, including imports, and our advanced trained ASE Master Tech can pinpoint and correct problems before they happen. S&S Tire sells by volume, and that allows us to demand the best price on all major brands, including Michelin, Goodyear, and Toyo. Most importantly, S&S Tire and Auto lives, works, worships, and interacts in our home community. S&S are #1 for many reasons, but most importantly, #1 for your satisfaction.
Hello, this is Scotty Gordon at Cornerstone Insurance. Are you tired of paying too much for your home and auto insurance? If so, give us the opportunity to help you. At Cornerstone, we have 3 goals for all of our clients: asset protection, affordable pricing, and superior customer service. Come by and give us a call today to see what we can save you. 153 Alabama Street, 256-409-2299.
Hey, welcome back to Front Porch on a wet Thursday morning. If this guy right here doesn't wave at you anytime soon, it's because his arm's not working real good.
With the left hand, anyway.
Jason
better,
Moran,
though.
Jason Moran with us out here, Tallapoosa County EMA Director. I was just asking him because we do have rain, but that's all it's going to be.
That's right.
No bad.
Not supposed to be any
Okay.
severe weather. We are to our north and west is that 1 out of 5 marginal risk, but it hasn't touched Tallapoosa County yet. So I don't send anything out or get too concerned about it until I see something that affects our county,
Right.
And then I pay real close attention to that and go from there.
Day before yesterday, Ryan was in there getting the weather ready because we always do it at the first part of the show. He said, looking at snow tonight, 1 inch. And I'm thinking, wow, all of a sudden I'm thinking, wow, where'd that come from? He was looking at the wrong.
Put in the wrong zip code.
But
Absolutely.
It sounded good for me.
You have to be careful. A lot of times some of the stuff I get will be backdated or
Right.
whatever, or getting it late, especially on the social media side of things. But make sure you get your information from a very reliable source.
And we do.
Absolutely. So I get everything I get from the National Weather Service. That is the government entity. And now I do listen to some of the other TV meteorologists and that kind of thing, because some of them's pretty smart. And
They do a good job.
Give them credit for that, and kind of sort of put it all together and push that information out to everybody I can.
Hey, I want to mention one thing that you just told me. We had a conversation the other day over in Camp Hill. We were talking about the old 280. But over in Camp Hill, there was a big service station.
Gas station.
And it was called the Panorama. The Panorama. And Jason was watching today, and he remembered that. You said Harry Daniel?
Mr. Harry Daniel owned it. My dad actually worked for him at some
Really?
point in time there back in the 70s, late 70s maybe.
Yeah.
He had several gas stations throughout
I
the
know,
area,
yeah.
and hauled gas to all of them, that kind of stuff.
I'll
Mr.
be
Harry was a
darned.
nice fella. Really
Did
good
they
guy.
have was there a cafe in that too?
Later on, in I guess my early teen years, they opened up what was called the Steer Inn. They had a restaurant on the side of it.
Okay, I vaguely remember a restaurant inside, but the Steer Inn.
That was the name
I'll
of it.
be darned.
That's where I eat my first raw oyster at.
You like raw oysters?
I do,
Okay.
absolutely. They're great.
Isn't it funny how you remember?
Yeah, I can remember stuff that happened 40 years ago a lot better than I can remember what happened yesterday.
That's what my brother Charles says. He says, I can go back 60 years and tell you what happened. He said, don't ask me what I had for supper last night.
Understood.
I'm so glad that when I knew you was going to be out here, I'm thinking, well, maybe it's really good timing with this weather coming in. But I had not heard anything on any bad weather, just rain and a lot of it.
You know, it takes a mixture of different stuff to happen for you to have bad weather, and there's not any, the instability is really low, and the wind shear is low too, I think. So, when those two things are low, it takes the updrafts and that kind of stuff to put those three together. That's when you start having bad weather.
I've been surprised at the last couple of systems we had, because it was real warm, and all of a sudden here comes the wind come blowing in. It gets real cold, and I've been surprised that we
just have to watch the moisture that comes up out of the Gulf. That's where we get a lot of our instability at, when the air is soupy. So you get wind shear, and that's wind direction moving one way at one elevation, and then above that you get wind moving in the opposite direction or a different direction, and that's where you get the wind shear, and then when you get the updraft, that's where you get the spin. So.
Okay. I just learned something there. So thank goodness. I know, just looking out, we got some pretty nice weather ahead.
Coming after tomorrow morning, it's going to maybe raining tomorrow morning. It's going to have some heavy rain overnight, I think. And we really need that, because the south end of the county and over toward Lee County and Russell County is in, I think it's a D4 or 5 drought. D4, I think it is. And that's the highest level that they count for. So we do need some rain, and hopefully we're going to get that between a half inch and an inch, I think, overnight.
Y'all just put out something recently. I don't think I ever remember the red flag.
I put that out on behalf of our firefighters. It was
the Forestry Commission?
Well, it came from the National Weather Service. They monitor the humidity and the wind speeds and all that, and we had wind gusts that day of 35 miles an hour. Humidity levels is really, really low. And for some reason, it seemed like there was a lot of woods fires and stuff happening, and that's taxing on our firefighters.
Right.
you know, especially if you do have 30, 40 mile an hour winds, and it just, you can't get ahead of it in a lot of cases. So I put that out on the benefit of our firefighters.
Thank you.
Just trying to help them, and I actually put it in the message, said, please help our firefighters and don't burn. You know, it's bad enough to have to fight a house fire, but a woods fire that was preventable because of something you were burning outside, it got out, and things happen, I understand that.
Common sense.
Yes, sir, common sense.
Common sense.
So if the wind's blowing and it's really dry outside, maybe wait another day, or cover it up with a tarp, and then when it rains like this, the next day when the rain's over, you could burn it then probably a whole lot more safely.
I remember when we lived down in Turtleneck, where I just loved down there, I was burning some stuff and it got away from me.
Yes.
And we had a propane tank, and I got nervous. So a lot of times, especially the wind can kick up, and you know it's you said it. It can be preventable.
So I went through it yesterday afternoon with the evaluator for Eagle Creek Fire Department, but a lot of our county fire departments are going through an ISO survey right now.
Is that a yearly thing?
It's every 5 years.
5 years.
They come and go through your paperwork, see what your training is, the condition of your vehicles, are you keeping those up, the training hours, the administrative hours. That's an array of stuff. So, you know, even if just the paperwork, somebody that takes their time to keep all that up for a volunteer department, that's about a half-time job, you know, if you do it right. And then fighting fire would be the other half. So
we got 13. We got 13 in the
fire
county.
departments, and plus, you know, Elk City and Dadeville, I guess you'd call a hybrid because they have volunteers and paid. But hats off to all those guys that do that.
I agree.
And our utility folks that turn the power back on and get the trees out of the road. Our county and city employees, you know, can't overlook them. And, you know, this thing with my shoulder and being incapacitated, you know, we take a lot of things for granted. And so I would encourage you not to do that.
You know, I think about all the rain we got coming in today, tonight, and Sunday being the first day of March. And it's a plug day.
Right.
So all this rain is really coming in a good time.
And it's also prime time for our tornado season too.
Yeah,
March and April. It goes
yeah.
into May. So it's really important for everybody. If you don't have one of these in your house, it's like a smoke alarm for bad weather. It's a no weather radio. Go purchase you one. They're $33, $35 at Walmart. If you can't get it programmed, call me. I'll come help you. The other thing would be to sign up for Tallapoosa Alert. You can go to Talaco.com on our website, and there's a scrolling marquee across the top of the page. You just click here to sign up. And if you can't figure out how to do that, call us at the office at 825-1078. That's not a spam number, and we'll sign you up and get you hooked up. Because if you don't know it's coming, you can't go to your safe place and activate your plan and that kind of thing. So we want everybody to know.
This is one thing that you've been doing for several months, coming out here and saying these same things. It's repetitive to keep reminding you, you know, to make sure that you are prepared. And especially now, if you hadn't been prepared, Mr. Clarence Abernathy taught me this word, and I hope I'm using it right. It behooves you to get out there and make sure that you're going to use that. And I probably used it wrong, but what I'm saying, get signed up, because we got spring coming in here in about 3 weeks, and then we've had snow in April before.
Sure.
So,
Absolutely.
you know, it ain't over yet, the warm weather. So we'll have some cold weather. We'll have some hope. I hope we don't have any bad weather, but we have to be prepared.
It's really a sinking feeling to sit in my office like I did on March, it's 15th or 16th last year. And I apologize for not being able to remember the exact date when we had a tornado that went through Rock Springs Road, Horseshoe Bend, that direction. To see that show up on the screen, and I start getting calls from Birmingham Weather say, hey, there's a tornado in your county, because I know lives could be lost. Yeah. And as much as we talk and preach about being prepared, is everybody really prepared? Did they listen? And you know, so far nobody's lost their life, and I thank God for that.
And just be prepared. We'll be right back. Henderson Tire and Auto Repair. Saw Jesse Henderson the other night. See, Jesse is involved in his work with Henderson Tire and Auto Repair, which is right across the road from Clyde's Country 97.5, but he's also has Henderson Glass, and he's also a dad. So he's at the ball field. So he's just one of us. So if you're looking for somebody that you can depend on, you can depend on Jesse Henderson, Henderson Tire and Auto Repair.
I'm Joseph Dean with Lake Martin Funeral Home and Cremation in Dadeville. We are located at 16797 Highway 280, which is on the corner of 280 and 49 North. With an on-site crematory in Opelika and a cemetery in Tallapoosa County, we are a full-service funeral home. To get in touch with us, feel free to come by or call us, 256-750-0381. And for any other questions, you can visit the website at lakemartinfuneralhome.com.
For all your camping needs, you need to head to Camping World in Salem. Travel trailers, fifth wheels, Class C, small trailers. Camping World in Salem has them. If you're looking for RV accessories, you need to head to Camping World in Salem. Hitch and tow, RV essentials, RV lifestyle, RV interior. Whatever you need for your RV, Camping World in Salem has you covered. 3141 Lee Road 179, just off Highway 280 in Salem under the giant American flag.
Brown Nursing Home on Washington Street in Alexander City is a 68-bed facility. Therapies offered are physical, occupational, speech, IV, and wound healing. Very important to know, Brown Nursing Home accepts most insurances. Catherine Sykes is the RN Director of Nursing, Dr. Timothy Corbin is the Medical Director, and Dylan Beagles is the Administrator, and one fine staff that'll take care of you. It's all about you at Brown Nursing Home. 256-329-9061.
There's only one clear choice in the Lake Martin area for plumbing, heating, and air. That's All Clear Plumbing and Air. Our professionally trained technicians offer full service repair and installation on all major brands. From drips to water heaters, thermostats to entire air conditioning and heating systems, and everything in between. Our fast, reliable, and guaranteed top-notch customer service will keep you informed and up to speed through the entire process. Call us today or look for us on Facebook and Instagram at All Clear Plumbing and Air, 256-496-2056. License number 19172.
Benton, clearing, and grading is Cody and LD Benton, and they got your job in sight. Moving dirt is a clean job to them. Clearing a lot for your home or business is what they do, and they do it right. Call LD or Cody today at 256-397-2531 or 397-2532 for a quote today. I promise you, they'll do the job right. That's Benton Clearing and Grading.
We get it. Easy isn't always easy. A simple paint job turns into drywall quick. At Russell Do-It Center and Building Supply, we got you covered. With 9 locations across central Alabama, contractors and do-it-yourselfers can trust we have your back. Our experienced staff is here to be the voice of reason when projects get tough. Whether online or in-store, shop all the best brands with our Best Rewards loyalty program. Russell Do-It Center and Building Supply, local since 1984.
Thunderbolt Lightfoot at Oscar's Cafe on Highway 49 South in Dadeville, Alabama is looking to see you today. Now let me tell you, they got great food. They've always had great food all these years. Now they still got that atmosphere. They still got that service. They still cater. Let me stop right there. 15 to 415 they can handle. So give them a call today at Oscar's Highway 49 South in Dadeville. 256-825-4827.
Hey, come on back in. Gotta got a good scratch going on right there. Jason Moran with us out here, Tallapoosa County EMA Director. Thank goodness we don't have anything to really report as far as any bad weather coming. But you just said it before we left. You were talking about the last tornado. People, someone lost the roof on the house, but they were not in it because they were in the storm shelter. So they were warned. They were prepared.
Correct. So we don't have any sirens in Tallapoosa County, and we haven't had any for a minute. But that's why we have Tallapoosa Alert. I encourage you to sign up for that. Get you a weather radio. It's just like if your fuel gauge in your car says full and you run out of gas, you got some false information. So make sure you get the right information. There's a lot of different apps and stuff out there, but reliable. Tallapoosa Alert is specific to your address in Tallapoosa County. So if you get the alert, you need to go to your safe place. If the weather radio can go off, and that's for the whole entire county, but the whole county is not affected. But that's the difference in Tallapoosa Alert. It's specific, even down to the street,
right,
and then the house number. So,
since we don't have the systems going off, the sirens going off anymore, do you think we're better prepared? Do you think we're better? People know better.
There's a mentality out there, and I quote James Spann when I say this, that the siren mentality, that everybody's going to hear this big loud noise to warn them, and that's what gets people killed.
Really?
So, and that was a study that was done after the April 27th tornadoes in 2011. He has a documentary out there on public television that I encourage everybody to go see and look at. To think that you're laying in the bed at 2 o'clock in the morning and you're 10 miles away from a siren and you think you're going to hear that siren to wake you up to go to your safe place, that's wrong. Take control of your own destiny and buy you a NOAA weather radio that will wake you up if it's set up properly. I promise you it will. And the same way with Tallapoosa Alert, it needs to be set up properly to alarm and alert you. You can get a text message, a voice call, an email. We all have cell phones. The siren technology came out of the Cold War era for bomb warning. That's what it was for. It was good technology when that was all we had. But we have a lot more better things today. Almost everybody has a cell phone in their pocket, at least one. And we don't go to the bathroom without them. And we can get our alerts that way.
You're right.
I'm just being.
Poor Scott Baker sat down. Not Scott Baker. Scott Blake sat down right there yesterday, and he left his phone at home. He was a nervous wreck.
Oh, bless
him. So he left because he only lives just a minute from here, literally. He left. I said, "You're not going to be worth a flip until you get that phone." So he left during the thought for the day. He got back before Adam Wade finished the thought for the day, but he had his phone.
Oh yeah. I can't wait till the day I can retire, and I'm going to see how long I can go without one. I bet it's more than a day.
Well, and most of us really need our phones.
Oh sure. We got kids and grandkids.
Sure.
And if they need us, we want to be able to. We want to be accessible. And most everybody is 24/7 now. If used to, you had to call if you need to talk to mom or dad. It was at work. You had to call their boss and see if they could actually come to the phone or not.
Wow, I ain't thought about that.
You think about back in the Russell days when they were sitting there sewing garments. They couldn't just get up and walk off.
They were on production.
Exactly. So
wow, you just brought something to mind I've never thought about.
But now we all have them in our pockets, and all we got to do is get it out and look at it. So. It's new technology. It's good stuff.
Yeah.
And we need to use it to its full potential. And we can use that to warn us of bad weather. And please sign up for it. Please.
The sirens were just something that even now we've come a long way with when there's a tornado warning now, instead of it being Tallapoosa County, it's more pinpointed. Then
yes.
it may that tornado may be in real town, not
Correct.
Alexander City or Dadeville.
So the technology is not out there yet to pinpoint with a weather radio. It's for the whole entire county. You can't select just part of the county.
Okay.
So, but that is the beauty of Tallapoosa Alert. The polygon that James Spann talks about all the time, Whoever who's inside the polygon gets a phone call, and if you're outside the polygon, you don't get a phone call.
Polygon. Who would have thought would be? We've come a long way.
Yes.
But you know, James Pan is a very well-known person.
Sure, I think he was in town here not too long ago.
Yeah, he was. But he, you know, he's somebody that you trust.
Sure.
And you got to trust. We trust you. And the information you get, we know that information is coming from reliable people.
Correct.
And so that trust factor, especially with the weather.
SPAN has a thing called the Alabama Weather Network, AWN. They do a blog, for lack of better words, or YouTube video every morning, every afternoon. Every morning about 5:30, and the afternoons is about 3 o'clock. I watch both of them every day. You know, just want to stay aware of what's going on. If something's going to happen 3 or 4 days from now and they're thinking something, you know, could happen, I want to know that. Because the sooner we can start preparing and get the word out to people, and the better.
Ball season, baseball, softball, t-ball, all that's going to start here real soon. They do a really good job of warning us now to get off those fields, lightning and that type of thing. So we've come a long way, baby. I keep saying we'll be right back and wrap it up. Eula Mays, good morning to you at Eula Mays for breakfast. Good day to you at Eula Mays for lunch, and good evening to you at Eula Mays for supper time. Now they're located on Calhoun Street. Now you can't see them from where Calhoun Street is. You got to go in the square. That's where you're going to find them. Eula Mays. If you've not tried it, Gary Wright Gary Tapley wants to personally invite you into Eula Mays today.
Looking for hometown service and name brands you can trust? Come to Presley Appliance and Furniture. From the best choice in appliances, from Whirlpool, Maytag, Amana, and KitchenAid to home furnishings, Presley's is your one-stop shop for comfort and quality. And now we've added the Mattress Shop by Serta Simmons Bedding and top quality sheets and pillows from Caraloha. Shop Presley Appliance and Furniture on Cherokee Road in Alex City or online at PresleyAppliance.com. That's PresleyAppliance.com.
The all-new Winter Timber is now open. Located right next to the Walmart Market across from the Auburn Mall. If the outdoors is your lifestyle, Winter Timber is your new headquarters. From rifles, ammo, and hunting supplies, camo, and all the outdoor essentials, they've got it in stock and ready for you. Winter Timber is here to serve Auburn, Opelika, and the entire Lake Martin area, and they'll make the drive worth it. For the best selection and the best service in outdoor gear, one name says it all. Winter Timber, the best in outdoor needs.
Big things are happening at Glenn Smith GMC in Opelika.
Get massive savings on our entire lineup of GMC Sierras and the all-new, all-electric Sierra EV. Drive home a full-size GMC Sierra with over $14,250 off. Or go electric with up to $10,000 in savings on Sierra EV.
Buy today and you won't pay till May.
People from all over the USA buy from Glenn Smith Chevrolet.
Check us out 24/7 at glennsmith.com.
Get ready to smile!
Cloud9 is a lifestyle boutique downtown Alexander City. We're right on Main Street next to Carlisle's, and we're open from 10 to 5 Monday through Friday and 10 to 2 on Saturdays. We offer a variety of items ranging from ladies' clothing from size extra small to 2XL. We have baby clothes including newborn gifts. We have wedding registries and the beloved Diva Wash. If you know, you know. Follow us on social media and come see us today on Main Street.
Wintertime in the South is mild compared to other parts of the country, but we still tend to be less active and spend more time indoors. Show your heart some love this winter by getting it checked out at the UAB Heart and Vascular Clinic at Russell Medical. I'm Dr. Kevin Sublett, and our entire clinic is dedicated to keeping your heart healthy. We're right here in your own community and backed by the knowledge and expertise of UAB Medicine. Make an appointment today by calling 256-234-2644 or visit uabmedicine.org/heartrussell.
Carlisle Heating and Air says it's tune-up time for your HVAC system. Having your unit tuned up increases energy efficiency and can reduce the wear and tear on your unit.
Call Carlisle Heating and Air today at 256-234-0019 for a price. Serving the Lake Martin area, Alexander City, Dadeville, Jackson Gap, and Goodwater. Don't get hot, be cool. Call Carlisle Heating and Air today at 256-234-0019. Don't get hot, be cool. Payne's Furniture, located in the heart of downtown Dadeville, Alabama, is rocking these days with a great selection of quality rocking chairs and Adirondacks, dining room tables, bedding, sofa sectionals, and even a Cinderella carriage bed frame. Donald Payne has been in the furniture business for decades. It's simple. If you don't see it, say, Donald, can you find it for me? That's Payne's Furniture, downtown Dadeville, Alabama. 256-825-7727 is the number.
Coming back in here, and I can hear we got an old tin roof, a part of the station here. When it rains, you can hear it. Sure does sound good right now. But Jason Moran with us, about to exit here. No bad weather. We're just gonna have a lot of it. We got Plug Day coming up Sunday, so the Lake Martin and the creeks will be rising. So be careful. If you're out and about, be careful. Make sure that you get you a NOAA radio. Make sure you are prepared for when the bad weather does come. Have a great day. We'll see you tomorrow.
Thanks.